Good morning. Today we're doing an SEO audit of buildingdesignsinc.net. Howdy, I'm Kiram from Clear Imaging. This is us right here. I've been doing search engine optimization since all the way back in 2003. I'm doing this today because I want to give you my knowledge so you can grow your business. The goal of this audit is to 1. Find SEO mistakes on your website, and 2. Give you the solution. I just want to make it very clear, this is just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We will not have time to cover every SEO point as there are over 100, but we will be able to go over the major things so we can make some big changes. Okay, let's start right in. Here we are on the home page, and the first thing I like to look at is the amount of text on the home page. You need at least 500 words plus. When Google compares your site to your competitors, one of the factors it uses is amount of quality text. If they have more than you, then they can rank higher than you. For instance, if you have your services page here and you only have one page about Homer models and your competitor has 10 pages, each with 500 words, they're probably going to rank higher than you. So long story short, let's get more text on your pages, 500 words per page, including the home page. So let's take a look at some of your inside pages. We'll look at these service pages and see how they're doing with the amount of text. And again, it's not just any text, it needs to be original. So it doesn't exist anywhere else on the web, it has to be unique. And then it needs to be quality. It needs to be useful and written by a human as opposed to written by a program, because some people actually have their text created by programs. So here we are on the Homer Models page. We've got our heading here, we've got our subheading with keywords in them, and then some text. It could definitely use some more, but it's okay. Here we have again headings with the keyword in it and some text in between. Text is good, but could use some more. Again, same situation here. These pages follow the same format, so they're close, but they could definitely use some more text. You can always overdo text. Underdoing text, however, is something you do not want to do. So your services pages could definitely use some more. I think we get the idea there. We'll come on down, back here. Other things to look at, I see you do have your security certificate. That is important. If you didn't, you would get a slight penalization by Google. Other points, you have a good score on Google page speed. All right, pretty decent. Mobile friendly. Google says your site is mobile friendly, although it doesn't look like it to me. That is a problem that's going to affect your rank in Google for sure. Google will give you a penalization if your site isn't mobile friendly. Yeah, so your site isn't, so you definitely need to get your site redesigned so it can then be mobile friendly. This is a big issue because people are searching on mobile and you want to rank well on mobile. Desktop websites will not do well in mobile search. Google purposefully puts them down because of the poor user experience. So please speak to your account manager about that. Moving along, I see we have a testimonials page. There's nothing on it. This is a big issue. Let's get some content on here. It's good to have a testimonials page. 1, it's going to help sell your prospect on your service, and 2, it's going to give you more unique text for your website so Google can gobble that up. So let's get that going. Other things to note, let's go back to the home page. I notice we don't have any social media icons. You should put them up. You can put them down in the footer. If you have a Facebook or Instagram, Yelp, Angie's List, any of those would be good. Then Google can associate your domain with those accounts. All right. Other points to look at. Your portfolio, gallery, again, coming soon. You want to get these coming soon pages filled out. You need to have more text on this. This is just an empty page to Google, and it's basically worthless when Google looks at it. So let's get some nice pictures before and after every time you do a job. One before, one after, done. Piece of cake. Send it to us and we'll upload it. That way Google sees you're working on the website and you're adding fresh content. So let's check out some other areas. I don't think you have an article section or a blog. So that's a missed opportunity. When I look at your website, I see you only have a few pages. You have 4 or 5 service pages, and then it's these. And then you've got a couple city pages. So you have around 10 plus pages. And if you want to dominate in Google, you can't dominate by only having 10 pages. That's basically the minimum. So you're doing better than a lot of people, but that doesn't mean you're going to dominate in Google. So the thing to do would be to do more than everyone else. In other words, not just adding 3 pages a year. That's not really SEOing your website. SEOing your website would be adding a page a week or a page every 2 weeks. In other words, more content than your competitors. That's really the name of the game for you as a small business, service-based. If you want to dominate in SEO, you need to do more than what others are doing. Then Google will note that and you will get rewarded. So you should really double down on that content creation. And having that blog or that article section is a great place to add that content. You're not going to keep adding services pages, testimonial pages, and about pages. You're going to put the content in an article section or a blog, and that's where the new content can live. And the content would be either content that you can hire out, so you can work on the business and not in the business, so you can have clear imaging right content, or you can use a free strategy that I like to give, and that every time you go and do a job, you simply document the job that you're doing. Every time you do a remodel, kitchen, bathroom, you get the description of the job, everything that needs to be done, everything needed for the job. Then you do a day by day what you're doing on the job site, and you're just documenting, you're just typing up what's going on. And at the end you get a testimonial, and bam, you've got several hundred words. You didn't have to pay anybody, you didn't have to think, you just documented on your computer. Add it to the blog section, and bam, you've got fresh content. But you have to have the commitment. If you don't have the ability to keep up with that, then you should hire out creating your content. So that's a strategy you can use. Other points to look at, here you are in Google. Only 1 review, that's a pretty big issue. The more reviews you have, the better you're going to rank in Google Maps. So you want people to find you when they're searching for contractor near me, home improvement near me, remodeling, etc. So this is really important in 2020. You've got to get your Google reviews. People are just going to go with your competitors just because they have more reviews than you. So now that you know this, you should really double down. Clear Imaging can also help you with that, where we help you get those Google reviews. Otherwise, you can get them yourself, but if it's all too much, we can help you with that. Other things to look at, here is your website /webstat. Here are monthly visits. Anything over 2,000 is considered very good. However, this tool is also counting returning visitors, so we recommend signing up with Google Analytics, which is a much more comprehensive tracking tool. All right, let's come back over here. So I hope that was helpful for you. By the way, this is us, of course, as you know, Clear Imaging. As I said, it's just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. There's no way to cover every SEO point, as there are over 100, but we did go over enough things to give you some ideas to make some big changes to get your site moving up in the search results. And if you've been watching this and you've been thinking, I don't have time for this, I want these guys to do it for me, then we can certainly help you with that. We've been helping small business owners get their websites moving up in Google since 2004. And we only employ 100% ethical SEO techniques. And we do offer advanced SEO services that can dramatically increase your rank in Google. So please speak to your account manager about that. In regards to our audit, if you have any questions, if you want me to clarify anything, I would love to help. I'd love to give you more knowledge. So just reach out, don't be shy, and I can do that for you. All right, so until then, thank you very much, and happy